Hello and good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome to today's market outlook. I am Edmund here. Today is a Friday, 21st of August 2020. And yesterday we saw the US dollar index mostly consolidating for most of the Asian and UK trading sessions. And only the US dollar weakened during the US trading sessions. So we do see a similar pattern on the UK pound and also on the euro dollar, where it was mostly consolidating and only moved towards the US trading sessions. Same goes for the gold prices. Gold prices was mostly consolidating within a 27 US dollar range throughout the day yesterday. So we are going to have a look at the technical charts shortly. But first of all, let us just have a quick look at today's economic calendar. Today's main focus or the main theme would be on the Services and Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index reports coming up from Asia, Europe, and the US tonight. So basically, at 2 p.m. today, the economic calendar for the European and UK sessions will kick off with the monthly UK retail sales data at 2 p.m., followed by the French flash services and manufacturing PMI reports at 3:15 p.m., followed by the German services and manufacturing PMI reports, and also the Eurozone services and manufacturing PMI numbers at 4 p.m. So moving towards 4:30 p.m., it is the UK's turn to report their services and manufacturing PMI numbers. And of course, moving towards the evening session, we will have the US announcing their services and manufacturing PMI numbers at 9:45 p.m. Consumer confidence numbers for the Eurozone will be released at 10 p.m. And finally, we will be having the existing home sales data for the US economy or the US market at 10 p.m. So let us go on to the technical side of things. The US dollar, again, as mentioned just now, consolidated on Thursday after Wednesday's bullish move and ended lower as treasury yields began to pull back a little bit. So first of all, let's just have a look at the US dollar index. Okay. So the US dollar index again found support on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and towards Wednesday evening at 1700 plus 5:22, 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the US dollar strengthens all the way up until the end of the US trading session. And for yesterday, the US dollar did marginally extend its bullish move in a consolidative manner, and only towards the evening at about 1700 plus 5 again, 22 at 10 p.m. yesterday, the US dollar began to weaken. Okay, so after Wednesday's extremely bullish move, the US dollar decided to take a rest and consolidate it. Okay, so this morning it opened lower and currently it's a bit quiet still. And let us have a look at the UK pound to see how it reacted. So bear in mind that the US dollar was mostly consolidating throughout the Asian and UK trading sessions and only started to weaken at about 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. So when we analyze the UK pound, first of all, UK pound was moving up, found resistance, and as the US dollar was strengthening on Wednesday, we do see the UK pound weakening on Wednesday. Okay, so this has already happened. Okay, on on Thursday, yesterday, as the US dollar was still in a the US dollar was in a bullish sentiment. We do see the UK pound initially in the morning session at about 7 a.m. was moving down from 1.3116 all the way to 1.3061, moving down 55 pips. And only towards the UK trading session at about 10 plus 5, 3 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the UK pound strengthens from 1.3074 to a high of 1.3150, going up 74 pips. And then it had, I would say, some correction, pushing back down again another 67 pips. And most importantly, it didn't break these support levels. And then after at 17 plus 5, 22, 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the UK pound breaks up decisively from 1.3100 all the way to a high of 1.3222. Okay, so The move in the US session was 122 pips, and currently it is still slightly on a bullish note, and yeah, trading within a 21 pip range, being pretty quiet. Okay, so where will the US dollar go today? Today's economic calendar is pretty light. I would expect the US dollar to possibly consolidate and to the bullish side, to the upside. So if it does go up, we could be looking at the US dollar index testing the 93.06 levels again. And if this does move up, we could be expecting the UK pound to push down to about 1.3187 levels, which is about 40 pips to the downside. And if the US dollar does weaken again, we could be seeing another support levels over here, 92.47. So if the US dollar goes down, we could be watching the UK pound testing the recent high of 1.3254, which is about 30 pips to the upside. Okay, so remember, US dollar mostly consolidating and weakening at 10 p.m. local Singapore time. So the UK pound showed a similar behavior. Looking at the euro dollar now, the euro dollar was again mostly consolidating after Wednesday's major drop of about 115 pips, and on yesterday, Thursday, the euro dollar was mostly consolidating again and only started to move up at about 17 plus 5, 22 from 2200 hours, 10 p.m. from 1.1829 all the way to a high of 1.1863. Not a major move, just about 33 pips up as the US dollar was weakening. So the euro dollar just moved up about 33 pips. Okay. So yeah, nothing major on the euro dollar. Yeah, so there was more volatility and movements on the UK pound. So that was again a similar story. If the US dollar decides to push down or decide to weaken, we could see the euro dollar coming back up to test the immediate resistance levels here of 1.1900, which is about 38 pips to the upside. And if the US dollar decides to strengthen again later on in the UK or US trading sessions, if the US dollar does strengthen, we could see the euro dollar come back down to test. First of all, is this support levels 1.1851, which is about 12 pips away, and more importantly would be this one at 1.1830, which is about 35 pips to the downside. Okay, so yeah, let's see what happens during the UK trading sessions. And for gold prices, again, gold prices was also mostly consolidating yesterday after dropping more than 78 US dollars on Wednesday. So gold prices yesterday moved up during the Asian trading session, going up $28, and then it came down again another $28, and then again during the US trading session, it went up another $27. Okay, so the gold prices was mostly consolidating yesterday, taking a rest after Wednesday's large downward move. Okay, so gold prices, if on the upside, it should be testing these levels again of 1,955, which it did test this morning, and then came back down to 1939 levels. So yeah, so current resistance would be about 1955 levels, which is about $9 to the upside, and to the downside we are looking for it to test or even break these support levels of 1926, which is about $20 to the downside. Okay, so this will be the short-term support and resistance levels. Of course, it could break down further or higher depending on the news and events which are coming up for the rest of today. Okay, silver prices, again, it has gone a bit quiet over the last few days, so nothing much to shout about for silver at the moment. Okay, so resistance levels at $28.38, and currently it has broken through the short-term bearish trend. However, it is still finding resistance at the horizontal resistance levels. Okay, so moving on to oil prices. Oil prices has been consolidating in a bullish flag pattern. Okay, and yesterday it did this was a bullish flag. Okay, and yesterday oil prices did spike down at about let's see, this was a bullish flag. Okay, So oil prices did spike down yesterday at about 16 plus 5, 9:21, which is 9 p.m. local Singapore Malaysia time. It spiked down from $42.75 all the way to a low of $41.67, spiking down about $1.08 before having a very speedy and fast recovery back up again. And currently it is again consolidating. Okay, so the spike down could be due to the economic data which was released yesterday, where we saw US initial jobless claims, in other words, unemployment claims, coming in at 1.106 million US citizens looking for unemployment benefits. This was higher than market expectations of a number of a 930,000 figure. And of course, we also had a Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index data coming in at 17.2%, which was lower than market expectations of 20.8. Okay, so other impacts or other factors that could have caused oil prices to spike down and then push back up again would be negotiations between the OPEC members, and also I saw an article regarding US President Mr. Donald Trump trying to influence what is happening at the OPEC meetings. Okay, so this could have caused a spike down, and then after it recovered pretty fast, and currently it has gone quiet and consolidating again. Okay, so yesterday on Thursday also at 7:30 p.m. we had the European Central Bank monetary policy minutes, and well, no major changes there. Basically, they have already implemented the largest financial stimulus in the history of the European Union. And of course, most important to take out of this statement is that they are still ready to push financial stimulus if it is necessary in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, so yep, so watch out for economic data coming in the afternoon. So we should be expecting markets to have some volume, chart patterns, and also some price action moving towards 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and also towards the evening, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I hope you guys already had a very good trading week for the last 4 market days. Markets was full of movements and opportunities. And if you manage to catch anything from 50 pips to 100 pips on currencies in terms of net profits, and also about 10 to 20 US dollars in terms of gold price movements, that would have been a great trading week. Congratulations. Have a good rest over the weekend, and I'll catch up with you again next Monday. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you again next Monday. Bye bye.